What up? What up? What up? What up with my new? No, I was about to say New Pack City. This is Back in Black. What's up, everybody? Breaking news, huh? Breaking news. Breaking news. The Falcons traded veteran quarterback Matt Ryan to the Naptown Colts for a third round pick. Falcons gonna take a $40 million cap hit, dead cap hit. Just pretty much what they was gonna pay anyway. They was gonna pay that anyway. So his cap hit this year would have been 48 million to start out. Uh, had he restructured like they said they did, like they said he would have, uh, it would have been 12 million up under that. So actually, the Falcons came out 8 million to the good. Um, hey, and it's time to move on. New era, you know. Thank you for your service. See a few people upset. I mean, for those who are upset, I'm pretty sure you have a right to be upset. I'm not, because at the end of the day, I think we all knew this was coming. I mean, it certainly shouldn't come as as a surprise. After last week, we about knew the writing was on the wall. uh, I had a few folks that's want to know why just a third round pick. Uh, hey man, the coach got to take on that salary. So that worked two ways. Like last year when we traded Julio, when Julio left out the door, he still could have been first round talent. But in order for Tennessee to eat up his salary, shit, he went from a first round, even though it might have been first round talent, that dropped to a second round pick. So in this case, Matt probably, with his age, his skills declining, he probably was right at worth a second round pick. And now you factor in the money that Indy got to take on. He's gonna go to the third round pick. Hold on, I'm trying to get as many folks as I can invited in here. Pretty sure y'all want to chop it up. I'm gonna keep this thing going as long as I got battery life. I got a bad habit of just sitting around the damn house and not charging my phone, or sitting around, in this case, the job, which is in a house, and not charging my phone. I got a bad habit of doing that shit, but it is what it is. Okay, all right. Trav, what's going on, little bro? Little bro Tim, what's up, man? Marcel, what's up? Travis Henry, what's going on? Oh, Matt Ryan gave us 14 years. I damn sure appreciate it. I damn sure appreciate it. So hey, for those people who are upset that he got traded, I mean, like I said, I get it, but I think we all saw it coming. We knew it was going. We about knew the inevitable. You know, that's the nasty part of the business. We move on. Good luck to him. Wish him the absolute best. Hey, at least the Falcons in the end did the right thing and got to a situation where he can succeed right now. What you got there, Big Sam? Bruce,
What's
what's
happening?
going on?
What's happening?
Wes, what's going on? Dane, what's going on? Go ahead.
Um, people out here celebrating and and things of that nature. I have a couple of questions for those people. Who's going to play quarterback now?
Yeah.
Who, who,
Oh
who,
yeah.
who, who, who is out there viable enough right now with the holes we have, with the situation that it is what it is. Now you got to bring somebody in, and test in the offense. As for the man that y'all ran out of town, he do the offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm hearing Mariota because Smith is familiar with Mariota from their time
yeah.
together in Tennessee. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's a wait and see. Linda, what's going on? Christian, what's going on? I mean, it's a wait and see. I think we all seen it coming. Yeah, 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 yeah. They dance. They dancing in the streets. I done got tagged about 3 posts already. I looked around my phone. I just started
Oh yeah.
laughing. But
Oh
Moses just
yeah.
tagged me a post.
I done got about 10, 12. I done got 10 or 12 of them you okay posts. Yeah, man,
Oh, yeah, I'm like, like I told somebody, I'm very good. I mean, hey, listen. Everybody been saying we need to get that everybody for that Super Bowl run up out of here. Well, there were 3 of them left. 2 of them on defense, 1 on offense. Got Debo Jones, Grady Jarrett, and Jake Matthews. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. We knew inevitably, and we knew inevitably his time was going to come to an end. In a perfect world, you would like you. It would have been
well,
it would have been it would have been okay for him to to finish out his career here. But hey, that's the part that's
look,
the part of the business.
all, all, I'm, all I'm gonna say to this, all I'm gonna celebrate when we're right back here next year in this, God forbid, I'm hoping that we don't be, but we're right back in this same position, looking at a top 10 or a top 5 pick. I want y'all to be celebrating then. I want y'all, same motherfuckers that celebrate. I want you to have that same energy you got right now. Have that same energy then. Because y'all pray for it, you hope for it, you wish for it. You got your wish. You got your wish. And we right back here next year having this very same conversation and the very same draft position. Hey, please, oh God, please, have the same energy you got right now.
Travis said Marcus Mariota, Baker Mayfield, Cam or rookie or Fitzpatrick. Um, what up, Dip? Mike, what's going on? Corey, what's up? Corey says we was gonna be here anyway. I guess he was responding to what you said. Uh, they celebrate like they celebrate like we about to get good right away. That's what Marcel said.
Right.
Mike says goodbye, Matt. Stacy, what's up? And Travis said losing is losing, brother, with or without Matt. Um, I mean, you know what? Here's the one positive about Matt being traded. Now maybe the civil unrest. Now maybe the civil unrest amongst the fan base can can kind of subside now. Maybe the civil unrest can kind of subside
Oh
now.
yeah.
Now, now,
The
now,
white boy
now we can
gone.
get to talking
The
about
white boy
football.
gone. The white boy gone. They ain't no sugarcoat it. They ain't calling for what it is. The white boy gone. That's why they celebrate. The white boy gone.
Gregory Royale, what up, Gregory Royale? Chris Holdip says, "What has Ryan gotten us in 14 years?" Would you care to answer that, Sam?
I'm not dignifying a stupid observation or a stupid question with a response.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Ryan got us probably to actually this 14 year. the 14 years Ryan was here is the last third of us being in existence.
You don't, but
No, not the last third, the last fourth of us being in existence. So it's been 4 cycles with the Falcons. First 14 years, the Falcons went to the playoffs a total of 2 times. The second 14 years, the Falcons went to the playoffs a total of.
Hey, look, big bro, look, big bro. Real rap, man. What, at this point, man, look, man, all the real people who know, all the real football fans who actually know the game and watch the game and study the game, I know what you finna say. The rest of the people who don't care about none of that, the people who just want to be entertained, bro, they don't care nothing about that, bro. Because those are the same people who gonna bring up Vic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What up, Frida? Travis said we rebuilding. Rebuilding takes time. A good QB is hard to find. Dwayne, what's going up? What's going on? You got a request to be on here, Chris. Hey, let me say this. Let me say this, y'all. Again, man, let's try to refrain from the civil unrest. You know, look, I get it. Folks are upset. Folks are upset. Folks are happy. Folks are happy that folks are upset.
I'm glad we ain't got a contract no more. I hate to see him go like that, but I'm just glad we ain't got a contract. Now we can pick up some pieces. We can actually pick up pieces on defense.
Yeah.
Which Terry has been doing. Terry been doing a good job. I like that cornerback he just got.
Yeah, so.
But like I was cool with that, man. Like I knew it was gonna happen. I didn't know how it was gonna happen or when it was gonna happen, but I'm glad it happened the way it did. So now Matt has at least 2 or 3 years to try to get him a chip over there in Indy, which he has a very good chance. And then also we have a chance at rebuilding the right way. Not just worrying about being the top 2 offense every year. I want to see us be the top 5 defense in the league at least once. I want to see that before I leave this earth. Can my Falcons actually be a top 5 stout defense that people are scared and have to actually stay up overnight to game plan on defense? That's what I want to see.
Yep. Corey says we might get another white boy. Color has nothing to do with it. It's the color that needs to be upgraded.
Right.
Look at the whole debacle. You tell me all the tweets that I've seen saying that Deshaun Watson would be God, and you tell me it has nothing to do with color. My guys. And it's amazing.
It's amazing how they're just being so coy about it. No, it's not about no. It has never been about.
It's always been about color. It's always been about when Matt Ryan came into the Falcons organization. Everybody was so harped on Vic, and it's like, and this is a person who came into a Falcons fan base from Vic. Like, my first jersey was a Vic jersey. So I mean, it's plain as day.
Okay, let me read a few of the comments.
From this month to the last 14 years.
Okay. Travis. Okay, I think Travis was. I think Travis was responding to someone else. I'm not seeing all the comments, but I'm gonna try to read them all. All I can say is they got their eyes on Marcus Mariota. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Marcus Mariota is Marcus Mariota and Arthur Smith were together in Tennessee, so I expect us to sign him any minute now. Frida said, I don't think the fans think we was going to be great this season. The fans know it's going to take a few years to be a contender. No, nobody's bringing up Vic but you.
The hell they do.
Travis, I guess Travis was responding to what Tim said. Nobody's bringing up Vic but you. Vic has nothing to do with what Matt did. That's what Michael said.
Sure he does.
Marcel says, I agree. I like what Terry is doing. Terry's Travis said Terry Fondo is killing it this offseason. He you know, for one thing for sure, he making his presence known. Nova said we all know that's why many are glad that he's gone. Marcel said he agrees with you, Tim. He want a nasty defense. Corey said would love to be Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow. I don't know what that means.
No, I think he was.
Travis was responding to, I guess, what say y'all are the ones talking about color.
Okay.
You know, that's a touchy subject when you start talking about color in any avenue. When you start talking about color, that's when things get real etchy and sketchy. You know, so
and other news, we signed Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, that was a good signing.
I can barely hear you, dog. Sound muffled.
Us signing Lorenzo Carter gave me the indication. When we signed Lorenzo Carter, I knew then that we was trading Matt because that A pick more likely was going to be on an edge rusher. Lorenzo is an edge rusher, so now they done went and got a nice, better edge rusher who's still young, 26 years old, had a good year, had his best year last year.
That's that boy from Georgia.
Yeah, long.
Okay.
He's long and athletic coming off the edge. So that 8 pick more likely going to either be Willis or Pickett. You know, it is what it is. From a personal standpoint, of course, I want Willis. I think y'all already know why, but it ain't because he's black. It ain't because he's black.
He's a mobile quarterback.
Be a great fit for the Falcons.
It's not because he's a mobile quarterback. You know, I kind of know the kid from since he was 4 years old. So, and I was fortunate enough to be his first head football coach. I was his first head football coach. Leak played. He's the littlest kid on the team, but we had him at defensive end, and every time we used to call him fumble because every time a ball got fumbled, he come out with the damn ball. He the littlest guy on the field. I'm talking about Malik was the littlest kid on the field. So, hey, that's we're gonna take the cap hit. We're gonna take the cap hit. That's the reason. But like us taking the cap hit, we also a lot of people is raising hell about why we only got a 3rd round pick. Here's why. They got to take on Matt's salary. Just like I said, just like the Julio deal last year. Tennessee had to take on Julio's salary. We probably could have got a late first for Julio. But because they had to take on his salary, it went to a 2nd round pick. Same here with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan probably good enough for a mid to late 2nd round pick. But, hey, that money, you know, hey, you gotta give to get. So
we gotta pay him $40 million next year and nothing next year.
It's gonna be a dead cap hit next year as well, but not nowhere near $40 million. It's gonna be like in the early 20s, and then after next year it's over. I mean, but we was gonna have to pay the dead cap anyway because the dead cap ain't nothing but Matt took on contract. Matt restructured and all of his restructuring. A few of those guys that he restructured for, they no longer here, and we got to pay that dead cap. It is what it is. Every NFL team pays a dead cap. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm excited about what's to come. I actually think, looking at our free agent signings, Terry has signed a lineman, 2 cornerbacks, brought back a cornerback, brought back a receiver, brought back Cordero Patterson, an edge rusher. I'm missing somebody. Re-signed Koo. I'm missing somebody. Who brought in a running back, brought in Damian Williams. So it may
Terry
not.
putting in work right now, man. He
Yeah, it
putting
might
in.
not be as bad as we think. So
We gonna win. We gonna win some games again.
so we're gonna try to do a little intervention, a little therapy, a little therapy. It's all good.
We don't need therapy.
Um,
We done gave their ass what they want. He gone. The white boy gone. Okay, and it's over with. Celebrate and dance. But please, by God, by all means, when we back here next year, at the very same time, in the very same place, please have the same energy you got now celebrating. Have it then.
Yeah.
Hey Sam,
it.
bro.
That is the
Man,
thing.
I kind of feel you on that, bro. Like the only pushback I got on that is like, I hope we're not in this position next year. And if we are in this position
And I
next
hope
year,
we not either. I really do. I hope we not either.
I hope.
I mean, like, to be honest, because we already know that the only reason, like, I feel what you're saying, but the only reason I didn't even go there because we all know that if we, let's say we're here in three years from now. God, I hope we're not. Let's say we're here 3 years from now. All of those people who wanted him gone, no matter what, they're not going to think about this. They're not going to admit it. They're not even going to want to bring it up because then they're going to be looked at as being wrong. So they're not going to, we're not going to have that same energy from those folks. So please don't try to look for that, Sam, because it's not going to happen. But, Chauncey, I just wanted to ask, like, since you really know Malik, like, is he witty? Like, is he real smart on that field? Like, what's his football IQ like?
I would say it's better than average.
Okay.
He ain't no dummy. That's
Yeah.
for sure. You don't be a dummy going to Liberty.
This is true.
Yeah. So, his first commitment was to Auburn, and he's a daredevil, like most mobile quarterbacks. He's a daredevil. He's a chance taker. But he's always been that, like a chance taker. But he still has the football IQ though. He's not going before he make a bad decision with his arm. He'll use his legs most of the time. Sometimes because he has a big arm and he believes in his arm, he'll try to force something. Because he had a couple of 3-pick games last season, and they kind of dropped him down a little bit. And his stock rose back up after his bowl game, after the combine. I think he's having his pro day today. So I got to see how his pro day went. I also like Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is a nice white mobile quarterback. He's a nice. I think he's white. I think he's white. Oh man. Oh, okay. I can't have 4 people on here at a time. So I think Sam was trying to get back on. But Demond on here. Go ahead there, DT. Demond is not happy, y'all. Demond is not happy, y'all. Go ahead.
We are one of the worst ran organizations in football.
Yeah, what it is. He don't want you.
All
Now
they
he
had
want
to
you.
do, This will piss me off. This will piss me off. If you want to move on from Matt Ryan, that's cool. But let's have a plan when we do it. This is not a plan. This wasn't planned. We over here reacting instead of being proactive. Now we reacting because our owner and our general manager, really I think is off the blank, who was behind that Deshaun Watson crap, couldn't see when he's being used as leverage. If we couldn't afford Deshaun Watson, which our cap said we couldn't, why are we even entertaining this guy? Because according to what they're saying, he was locked in with us, but he only left because the Browns offered more money. So he left us over money. And that's what I was saying earlier. We can't afford him.
He was never coming to us.
Now we lost our franchise quarterback, our best quarterback in franchise history. Let me tell you something, and people like to crack a joke on this. Matt Ryan was very professional. And why do I value that? Because then you get guys like Calvin Ridley, who not professional, who try to play us with the mental illness crap. Meanwhile, he betting on games. Instead of playing in the games, he betting on the game. Let me tell you something, Chauncey. You know why the Browns gave Deshaun Watson all that guaranteed money? Because they went, before Baker Mayfield, they went about 25 years with about 27 quarterbacks. It's hard to get a franchise quarterback.
And their roster is set. You know, their roster is set. You know, they got a stout defense. They got a decent O-line. They got a decent head coach.
Right.
They got a top tier running back. It look like Jarvis Landry gonna go back to Cleveland. So their receiving core is not bad. They lost Austin Hooper. I don't know if they're gonna re-sign him. I've been hearing reports that he may come back here because Hayden Hurst is signed with the Cincinnati Bengals. If it's my guess, I'm assuming that there may be talks or a thought of moving Kyle Pitts out to wide receiver. I don't know that yet. That's not nothing for sure. But I honestly like the moves that Terry is making. I know you got an issue with the Matt Ryan thing.
What moves is he making?
I mean, he brought in Damian Williams at running back. He brought in the Hayward kid to play cornerback. He signed a decent swing tackle, veteran is what we need because we young across the front. We brought back Cordero Patterson.
Didn't we do that 2 years ago when we brought in old buddy from the Jets? Wasn't he supposed to be one of the veterans on the line?
I get your frustration. Listen. Where they at? What are their brother Steve? I mean, I get your frustration. Go ahead, Steve.
You talking a whole decade ago? You talking about John Abraham?
Yeah, no. I'm talking about offensive line. I'm talking about Brown and Carpenter. That they brought the year that they said that was the year that they drafted McGarry and Lindstrom, and they brought the two. They were going to redo the whole offensive line because we scream about offensive line. Thank you for the vine, Chauncey. I appreciate you. I did want to update you. Hooper signed with the Titans.
He did? So okay. Yeah, you know what? Somebody told me that. Okay, my bad.
With them. Here's the thing, and like I said, I respect what you're saying, brother. Just talking about the legacy of Matt Ryan and how hard it is to have a franchise quarterback and have somebody who's here for years. I think what the frustration is, if you were to clip away at the end of the 2017 year and we were at that spot, this would be a whole different conversation. When you have a quarterback, fairly, unfairly, or not, you get pretty much blamed for everything. Will you not agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So as I will not 100% ever sit here and try to complain to say this is all Matt Ryan's fault. This is all Matt Ryan. It's not. But you can't exactly deny by the eye test, and I see all of y'all online, and I respect all of y'all. From your eye test, did it look like Matt Ryan was going to be involved in any future reincarnation of this team?
Well, you know what I'm gonna say, man. My answer would be I don't know, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
It's because we don't have a plan, and that's what frustrates me the most. So this is my thought process. Matt Ryan, I know he getting long in the tooth. I know that. So my thing is this: how about we just let Matt Ryan do whatever? I think he had 2 years left.
Right.
You let him play out the deal. Meanwhile, how about this? Last year or next year, you draft a quarterback. You let them sit behind Ryan while we adding pieces to the defense, right? And to me, that's a plan. What I see today, my bad, and I'll let you go, bro.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
What you see today and what you saw last week was a reactive front office. That Deshaun Watson move, that wasn't a proactive move. Deshaun Watson came to us. We didn't go to him. Why? Because we know we couldn't afford him anyway. So that's why I didn't understand why we even entertained him. And you knew you was going to have to give him a new deal if you got him anyway. You knew that already.
Okay. Well, a couple of things in that real quick, and I know Chauncey was getting ready to talk. I apologize. But a couple of with that. I disagree. The organization as a whole has been defined by the contracts started by Thomas Dimitroff. When you start talking about the contract after 2012, we made Matt the highest paid player. The contract after 2018, we made Matt the highest player. But Julio's contract, where he kind of bitched and moaned about what he was getting, we made him the highest wide receiver.
Hold on, real quick, Travis. Hold on, Travis. I can only have 4 people up here. Just hold tight, brother. Hold tight.
And I'm gonna drop out in a second, Chauncey. I don't want to submarine your stuff. But
that's all good.
But those 3 moves alone set this franchise back at least 3 to 4 years. Now, to your scenario of drafting a quarterback, I have always been a proponent. Last year, when you had 5 of the most talented quarterbacks to come out of your draft, to make that decision last year. Why would you draft a generational tight end? How is that going to help you with your future? What is that going to do for you? Nothing.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
About that move, though. So I would assume when you drafting a quarterback at 4, right?
Right.
That the owner is going to be involved in that.
Probably.
Do you think Arthur Blank told Fontenot, "Hey, I want to win now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get offensive talent," instead of saying, "I want to win 4 or 5 years from now and draft. Let's get a quarterback now." You sit him behind Ryan, and then you just let Ryan contract run out, bro. We not in the, and that's what I've been trying to explain to my homeboys. I wouldn't have traded Matt Ryan. I would have rolled the contract. Because me, I'm going to tell you, man, I'm a cheap dude, right? I'm not taking cap. I don't do cap hits.
Right.
I'll let the contract run out before I'm taking a hit while you playing for another team. So do you think Arthur Blank played a major part in picking Kyle Pitts and Fontenot and Arthur Smith not going for a quarterback at 4, even though you had numerous options available?
Absolutely.
And obviously, none of us are in Arthur Blank's mind, but I'm going to play along with you.
Yeah.
I think Arthur Blank was so gung-shy because he made 3 of the most horrible financial decisions over the last few years with those 2 contracts I talked about and the previous Julio Jones contract, which we absolutely got fleeced on. And I think he was so ready for somebody else to come in here and say, listen, clean it up. Do whatever you need to do. Clean it up so I don't have to take the hit for this. And I honestly think that's what it was. Last year, your point, you had a perfect plan. Bring in your quarterback, You know Matt's going to be here 2 years. I hate this fan base when we start talking about you can't sit somebody just because and you draft them at number 4. The hell you can't?
Yeah,
you draft him at number 4 and you sit him behind the most professional, most durable quarterback in NFL, probably one of them in NFL history, and let that young man learn, a la Aaron Rodgers behind Favre.
Yep.
And then when you take that huge hit from Matt, which would have been last year, then you can easily make a transition. We wouldn't have had the cap hit this year. You could have slid on into whoever the quarterback was and move your franchise on. And that's my biggest thing. I got nothing but love for what Matt Ryan has done for this franchise. As Chauncey probably know, I'm at all those games. I even used to get free tickets when we were at Doug, and they used to do the little program where they give us some free tickets over there. So trust me, I know what this franchise will look like at being a winner. But I know Matt Ryan saved us from the Mike Vick era. I know people don't want to hear that, but he saved us from the Mike Vick era, and he made us relevant. So I'm going to give him his roses today. And when I go on later on live, I'm gonna do that. And I appreciate you, Chauncey. I don't want to hold you up because I know you got people coming on and doing what they're doing, brother. But I just wanted to say I appreciate you, what you do. I listen to both of y'all when y'all be talking all the time. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be good.
All good.
And Chauncey, you go to hell talking about me last week. I forgot what that was that you came on there talking about me. Hey, remember?
Hold on now. Hold on.
Video of your ass somewhere, and I'll embarrass you again.
Hold on, Deacon. Now, do the pastor know you doing all that cussing?
Yeah. Look, they don't listen to your lie.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
Y'all be good, man. Appreciate y'all.
Right. Listen, let me say something about the plan. Now, let's just push our personal feelings aside. I don't think they'll make a move like trading Matt Ryan without some form of a plan. I don't know Terry Fontenot. This is just his second year as GM with this team, but I would seriously doubt that, because you know this guy, he'll play the part and help building that Saints team. He was dead in the mix of that. Saints built up a nice defense. They got a Super Bowl with Drew Brees. I don't know if he was around right then, but because he's only 40 years old. But I seriously doubt he'll do that without some form of plan. Like immediately once we start hearing that the trade was going to be official, you start seeing Marcus Mariota trending. Marcus Mariota knows Arthur Smith's offense, and he could be a stopgap for now. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna draft their quarterback of the future with that 8th pick. Now that 8th pick just became quarterback, so it'll be Pickett or Willis. And before somebody say this, I know that it's gonna be a reach. I know it's gonna be a reach getting either one of those guys right there, because this quarterback draft class is not strong. But I mean,
so why don't we wait till next year to get the quarterback when we got cats like Bryce Young and DJ coming? Why reach now?
The Falcons, they probably think that they're not going to be that bad. Bryce Wilson's going to be probably a top 3 or 4 pick. Not Bryce Wilson. Bryce Young will probably be a top 3 or 4 pick if he don't be the number 1 overall pick in the draft. And they probably just seeing it as if they're not going to be that bad. But I don't know. But also, let me get back to the Deshaun Watson thing. Deshaun Watson was never coming here. It wasn't nothing but excuse my French, it wasn't nothing but a dick holding contest between the Saints and the Falcons. I talked to one of my partners. He kind of close within the Panthers organization. An old Navy buddy of mine. And he ain't close. One of his friends is close. And they told me like Tuesday or Wednesday last week that Deshaun going to the Saints. Now, when Cleveland came with that money, No, they didn't knock the Falcons out. They knocked the Saints out. He was he was never coming here. It was I mean, a guy like that call you, you can't send him to the voicemail. You gotta, if nothing else, entertain the call. Given he from he one of the best quarterback. He is one of the best quarterbacks in the league from Georgia. All that shit there, but you got to entertain the call. So, but I get everybody's issue. I get everybody's point. So go ahead, brother AJ.
Oh no, shit. I mean, I didn't have much to say. The only thing I had to say was that, I mean, at the end of the day, they weren't committed to Matt Ryan. I mean, it wasn't their guy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't have nothing against Matt Ryan. I mean, I fucks with Matt Ryan. I mean, he took us to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? He gave us some of his best years. I mean, I'm mad that he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I mean, but at the end of the day, that wasn't their guy. And then Dimitrov, they fucked off all that money. So, I mean, at the end of the day, look what they inherited.
Yeah. Terry Fontenot, he got to clean up a little bit of Thomas
Yeah.
Dimitrov's mess. I think the early contracts that Dimitrov gave out wasn't too bad. At the time when
that Julio contract was bad. That Julio contract was
yeah,
bad.
that's why I said early contract, not the late contract. That first contract that they gave Matt after the Super Bowl, I mean, he kind of earned that. I mean, he kind of earned that. I don't think that was a bad contract. He kind of earned that, MVP, NFC offensive player of the year, made it to the Super Bowl. We all know what happened in the Super Bowl. No need to revisit that. But he kind of earned that. You know what I mean? And he was in the prime. He was in his prime right then. So I think the one that's kind of bothersome, if you will, might have been that extension that he got after that. But hey, man.
But you also got to think about it though. Look how many times he reconstructed his contract for Julio and other niggas on the team too. No, I'm saying.
So that's what. That's the thing. That's why his cap hitting so high, because he restructured. Now that's where you will have the issue. Your issue is Matt having to restructure, and then they sign a bad contract. But at the end of the day, man, hey, you clean up. Hey, he got to clean up somebody else's mess and try to keep from making his own mess. So, hey, we got to get a man. We got to get a man a shot. Ron Thomas, you got to ask to come on, bro. You got to ask to come on, Ron. But hey, man, right now, another thing. Hey, AJ, I got tagged in a couple of posts about it. Let's be clear on something, folks. I'm down for the logos first now. Now I may have my thoughts or feelings about certain players. Some I might be, a little favorable towards. Some I might not be too favorable towards. Hell, I be killing Trey Young. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who tagged him something like that?
I mean, that folk tagged me. One dude said, check on Chauncey King, and I'm good over here. Let me tell you something. I'm a 52-year-old man. I'm old enough to remember the Braves letting go Hank Aaron. The Braves and Falcons letting go Deion Sanders. The Hawks letting go
Dominique.
The Hawks letting go Dominique Wilkins. The Michael Vick fiasco. Julio Jones.
Hey, y'all remember when we had Joey Harrington? That's our fucking quarterback.
Yeah. Most recently Freddie Freeman. Now Matt Ryan. It's a part of sports. Folks leave and go to other teams. That's what's happening. Rarely do somebody play out their whole career with one team, and that's in all sports. Rarely, that's a rarity now. That's a rarity. So I understand that. Part.
He might do like Peyton Manning and got down like how Peyton Manning left the Colts and went to the Broncos and won the chip. He might do it like that.
That's what ready-made teams now. They're going after the veteran quarterbacks. they're not drafting a rookie because they're not drafting one of these hot shot rookies because they're not ready to concede that they're going into a rebuild mode. What Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith is trying to do, they trying to I ain't gonna say rebuild, they trying to I ain't gonna say reload, but they trying to still compete. Meanwhile, they offloading salary and they getting younger at certain positions.
I just got a
mean,
notification for ESPN saying that we're not going after Baker Mayfield, but we're going after Marcus Mariota.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Mariota will be a good stopgap. He's not that old. You let Mariota play here for a season or two. You draft your guy in this draft, whether it's with that 8th pick or with that second round pick. So I also like Desmond Ritter. Besides Malik and Kenny Pickett. I'm not too Matt Corral. I'm a little iffy about his knee. The Howard kid at North Carolina, he's decent. So
Yeah,
I mean,
he is.
So I mean, hey, this is the inevitable. We knew this was gonna happen. We especially knew this was gonna happen after last week. I had it already. I said, okay, shit. If he gotta go, he gotta go. He gotta go. I mean, folks real passionate about this subject on both ends. Like I said, AJ, now maybe the civil unrest can kind of subside a little bit. Once the swelling go down both ways, because them same folks who dancing in the streets right now that Matt Ryan got traded.
They gonna be mad.
They was on suicide watch the other day when Deshaun didn't choose us. So hey.
I mean, I don't even know why they even thought that Deshaun. That's why I had said they shouldn't even got their hopes up about that shit anyway.
No, Terry Fontenot was playing Jedi mind tricks with the Saints. He was trying to get the Saints to dry their offer up, which they had driven their offer up, because Deshaun Watson needed to go to a ready-made situation. Our situation is not ready-made. We still trying to repair shit. The Saints situation is ready-made. They got a stout defense. They got decent O-line. They got a great running back, even though he's gonna probably get suspended for a whole year. That domestic violence shit. I don't know why these kids keep doing that shit, man. He cut that domestic violence shit out. But I'm sorry, y'all. I missed a lot of the comments. I really did. I wasn't ignoring y'all. So that's about it, y'all. Corey said he should have gotten Justin Fields last year and sat him behind Matt. I'm not gonna open that argument back up. That was a big old mess last year. Arthur Smith, a rookie head coach, a death nail to a rookie head coach could be a rookie quarterback, because a rookie quarterback gonna need time to develop mentally. The physical tools are there with a Justin Fields, but he's gonna have to develop mentally. We saw that this past season with the Bears, and a rookie head coach, soon as he get his job, he on borrowed time, because he can be out the door in less than 3 years. So most rookie head coaches are coaches who just getting a job, who starting out. A lot of them don't like starting out with rookie quarterbacks. But hey, man, it is what it is. I thank the man for his service. Hey, he gave us 14 better than average years. What I was trying to say earlier, Falcons been in existence 56 years. So I break it down in 4 increments of 14. First 14 years, from 66 to 80. 2 playoff appearances. The second 14 years, from 80 to 94, 1, 2 playoff appearances. From 94 to 2008, you had 2005, 4 playoff appearances, and from 2008 to 2020. So we write a year, really it's year 57, 58 or whatever. The last 16 years, 6 playoff appearances, 14-0 with Matt Ryan. Since 2008, 6 playoff appearances. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. He left here as, no question, a winningest quarterback. He left here like, 18 games over 500. Okay. Somebody might say, oh, man, it's just one extra win per season. Well, that's a whole hell of a lot better than a lot of the quarterbacks did before him. The only quarterback to go back-to-back winning seasons, the only guy to win MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. He one of only 2 quarterbacks to suit up for us in the Super Bowl. We all know he should have won it. He didn't. He has been vilified by a lot of people in our fan base. I was trying not to touch on the part about race, but my other brothers, they got to that. I'm gonna say this. A good portion of our fan base had an issue with him. And a lot of times when you try to figure out what's wrong, he can't be that damn bad. It'll make you just come to that conclusion that they seek a certain type of quarterback. Because I hear a lot. I can't hear you, little bro. I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you at all. Because you hear people say all about the culture. I mean, it ain't rocket science what they saying. You know, when somebody talk about the culture, it ain't rocket science what they saying. And people were so enamored with Mike Vick. Hell, I was. How it ended for him here is disheartening. It is what it is. Get ready for the draft. That's all I got to say. I got to get off here, y'all. But, hey, in closing, if you don't know, Matt Ryan was traded to the Indianapolis Colts today for a 3rd-round pick. Falcons going to eat $40 million. His original cap hit was going to be $48 million anyway. So we came out, $8 million to the good. A lot of people saying we should have got more than a 3rd-round pick, but we also asking them to take on his salary. So that's what's up. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to holler at y'all. Everybody be cool. I'm out.